this is gonna be. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but hopefully this is helpful for whoever happens to tune in. Please don't make anything fit. Please use your own discernment for these messages. First of all, before I actually get into anything, thank you for those who tune in. Thank you to the Patreon members. Shout out to the link in the bio or the description if you want to check that out. Once again, please don't make anything fit. Please don't force the story to resonate. If you want to take a deep breath, you can. You don't have to, but I'm going to. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. So, I wrote some questions down. We're going to get into this. And the first question is, also, actually, I almost forgot. The reason why I titled this the way that I did is because it's currently a first quarter moon as I'm recording. I don't know when you watch this, but it's currently a first quarter moon. And it's also in Libra, gonna move into Scorpio. So if you care about that, that's the energy as I'm recording. I believe Mercury is still in retrograde until the 23rd, so that's that. But first question. What energy are you navigating currently? What is going on? Whoever's tuned into this, whoever is open to the messages. We have love life and angels, also spirituality and religion. So whoever I'm talking to, whoever this happens to reach, I do feel like the energy that you're navigating around now is very angelic, very spiritual, very otherworldly, if you will. And you might not necessarily be focused on your love life. Some of you could be, I don't know, however it resonates, but love life also comes out. So that could be something that is playing a part in your life right now. I also need some coffee. So, but yeah, that's an energy that comes through. And also we had spirituality and religion at the bottom of the deck. Baby right underneath. Somebody could be pregnant, somebody could be having a child. This could also be about creative endeavors, like somebody's creating something, birthing something from their mind, birthing something from their pain, from their past, whatever, how that resonates. I'm sorry I keep looking at them, because I have the questions right now, and I'm just staring at the questions. But yeah, what else? What are we navigating through right now? I'm gonna pull from my cards, from my oracle cards, and see what comes through. What are we navigating right now? Whoever's tuned into this. Spirit, what's going on? What's happening? What are we navigating? We have new pattern, new habit. So, also we have pleasure is safe, be still and listen. So some of you could be really getting in touch with your heart center, with the things that fill your heart out. Music could be significant for some of you. There's like several Kesha songs playing in my head. I don't know if you're interested in Kesha, but that might be relevant. New pattern, new habit. Once again, you could also be creating new habits, creating new routines, and that can be really helpful to you right now, especially if you are navigating a new love life, because oftentimes romantic relationships can influence the way that we navigate, the way that we live our days, you know? And so it can be necessary to be intentional about how we spend our time, how we choose to focus our energy. And once again, pleasure is safe. Some of you could be healing a part of yourself that has like condemned pleasure. And when I say pleasure, I don't just mean sex. Okay, so first of all, pleasure can also be enjoying music, can also be singing, can also be, sound is really significant, I guess, for some of you. I know it is for me, but yeah. But yeah, pleasure can also be like, you know, just doing things that feel good to your body, to your mind, to your spirit, you know? And I feel like that's something that somebody is like really healing, really resolving, you know, because you could have been the type of person to really shame yourself for like feeling good, for like indulging in certain pleasures. Hello, welcome. We're doing a a check-in, collective check-in if you want to tune in, if not, whatever. But yeah, also be still and listen. You can handle this, trust yourself. For some of you, there could be a situation where like there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pressure. You could be moving into a new territory, moving into a new job, whatever, and there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of uncertainty. And I feel like you're being guided to just kind of sit with it and like trust yourself. Easier said than done, but that's the energy. Sorry for the snip. Next question is, I'm pull from the soul lessons or soul's journey lesson cards. It is, what is the biggest lesson that is unfolding for you this week? What is the biggest lesson? Spirit, what's going on? It's the lesson that we learn. Whoever's tuned into this, whoever's open to it, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So for some of you, I feel like you're really learning how to balance out your energy, balance out your time and attention. We have love also. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. For some of you, there could be like a romantic interest that you're like thinking of from the past, or somebody's thinking of you from the past. There's some regret there. There's a message of like, don't regret like the love that you had to give, because they probably needed it. Even if they didn't respect it, even if they didn't reciprocate it, they probably needed it. So like, you know, and ideally this situation should have taught you not to, like, I'm not saying not to love freely, but like to protect yourself, to put up boundaries when you are in that space of like giving your love freely, if that makes sense. Yeah, love seems to be really strong in this collective, in this check-in, because for the very first card was love life, and then we also had angels come out. So I don't know who I'm talking to, but there's a lot of love in the air. What lessons are unfolding for you this week? What's going on? I'm gonna pull one more card from this deck and I'm gonna move on to this deck because, yeah, forgiveness. Okay, that actually, I was pulling cards before I started this. I was like just shuffling and seeing what the energy was, and forgiveness was a card that came out in the past life deck. It didn't come out, but like it was noticeable. And so that could be a really big lesson that somebody's learning this week, learning how to forgive, learning how to let go, learning how to release what no longer is working in your life. And for some of you, I do see that being really difficult. There could be like a job, there could be like a relationship that you're wanting to move away from. And obviously walking away from a job is not always easy, because we live in a world where money is necessary, and like most people stay in jobs because it's necessary, it feels necessary. But when you're tuning into this non-physical, this spiritual energy that is inside of you, you want to ideally honor and respect and take care of the physical vessel that holds the energy inside. I could have said that better, but like, and staying in a job that is physically draining to you, physically taxing, emotionally taxing, even, might not always be the best idea. And for some of you, I do get the sense that like you might be leaning into your own abilities and gifts or whatever and monetizing that. Tiny caution, just be wary of like watering yourself down for the sake of like reaching numbers, you know what I mean? Because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, some of you, you're very talented and like you have the ability to like make money off of whatever your gifts are, whatever your talents are. But like try not to water yourself down for the sake of like appealing to the masses or whatever. That's an energy that comes through. I'm gonna pull from my own deck again, and once again, what lessons are unfolding for us this week for you? I'm saying us, but this is for you. I'm not saying me. What lessons are unfolding for you this week? If it happens to resonate for me, awesome, but this is not for me. So don't force. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Somebody's learning how to say no, period. Love that. Misaligned energy, stop shrinking yourself. Somebody's learning how to discern what is for them and not for them. Learning how to say no to situations that are not good for them. Misaligned energy. Once again, for some of you, this is definitely not a job. There's a job that you're at. Maybe you've been there for a while. I don't know. But like, it's just not it. Every time you go, there's like anxiety. Like your body is screaming at you. Your nervous system is like, what are we doing? And it's not like the job itself is hard, but like the environment, the people, whatever it is, whatever it may be, it forces you to like shrink yourself. And like, I feel like Spirit's really asking you to like do your best to like step away from that, you know? And it might not be easy. You might even have some shame about that, have some guilt. You know, you might have tried to tell somebody that you trust and be like, hey, I'm thinking about leaving my job. I'm thinking about leaving this relationship or whatever it may be. And like, they might have like, not intentionally, but they might have made you feel guilty about doing that, or made you feel bad, or made you feel stupid about wanting to do that. But like, you know what is best for you. Your spirit, your body, your nervous system knows what's best for you. Well, I take that back with the nervous system. The nervous system is sometimes misguided, but for the most part, you know what you're being called to do, what you're feeling. And once again, it might be a difficult choice, it might be a difficult thing to do, but I do see somebody making that choice to walk away from something that is not feeding them in the way that they're feeding. Because the thing about it is, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, like, you're feeding a lot into the situation. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, whatever it is. You're putting a lot of yourself into this, a lot of emotions, a lot of sweat, blood, and tears. And this thing is just kind of, yes, you're getting a check, sure, but like, it's taking a lot of you physically, like, and for some of you, not all of you, like, I do potentially see this if you were to stay here long term without also tending to your body. Like, there could be like physical ailments that like come up because of this. Like, not to scare anybody, but like, that's definitely something that I'm tuned into. Like, but take it with a grain of salt, only if it resonates. So yeah, what is the biggest lesson? Not forcing. Once again, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel good to the body, not trying to force it. So yeah. Before I move on to the next question, I'm gonna like do a little quick self-promo moment. If you are tuned into this, if you are enjoying this, I appreciate you. You're awesome. But also, you should check out the bio down below. There's a link tree with my Patreon, with the music and all that stuff, if you want to check it out. If not, no hard feelings. I might cry about it later, but it's okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hit the bell. Okay, so next question is, how can you be more receptive to the things that you're attracting? I wrote down abundance, and then I also put your goals / desires, or however this resonates. How can you be more receptive to the things that you want in your life? Okay, all right. How can you be more receptive to the things that you're asking for? How can you be more receptive? Spirits, we have, oh shit. We have phobias and fear, food and hunger. Also, excuse my language. I don't like swearing, but I swear. We have phobias. So, how can you be more receptive to the things that you're wanting? Phobias, fears. I'm scared. Cowardly dog. For some of you, I definitely am getting the energy of like sitting with the fear, like allowing yourself to like really understand the fear and like recognizing that like just because you are afraid doesn't mean you shouldn't take action. I feel like I've done a lot of things like through the fear, but like that's still something I'm learning, like, because fear is a very palpable thing, like especially when it's like physical, like when it's like in your chest, when it's in your body. But like learning how to like move through that, move past that, you know, not ignoring it, not neglecting it, but just moving past it. That's something for somebody. Being more receptive. Also, food and hunger. I often read this card about like desire, or as like desire, like wanting it badly enough you know, feeling that hunger to the sense of like, I'm gonna do something about this. I'm going to like move towards the thing because I'm hungry for it. I need it. I need it. You know what I mean? Not obsession. That's not the energy that I'm talking about, but yeah. We have scribe or writer also. How can you be more receptive? Writing things down. I don't know if you already do that, whoever I'm talking to, but writing things down would definitely be a helpful thing. Writing lists, writing, like journaling, etc., etc. We also have unrequited love right underneath that. And I guess we could go back to the lesson that we were talking about and like recognizing what is not working for you, what is not reciprocal, what is not feeding you in the same way that you're feeding it. Like whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a goal, like you're feeding all this energy into it, and what is it giving you back? Stress, heartache, you know what I mean? However that resonates. How can you be more receptive to the things that you're wanting? Recognizing also the difference between fear that is based in uncertainty and then fear that is based in this is not for me, because those are two different things. You know, I'm afraid because I'm not sure what's going on, I'm not sure what's going to happen next, or fear that's based in this just isn't for me. My spirit recognizes that this isn't for me, this is not working for me, I shouldn't be here, etc., etc. You know, two different things. Which one is it? Oh my God, two roads diverged on a yellow road. Which one did I take? The one less traveled. That could also be a thing for somebody. That's not relevant to the question, I guess, but because the question is how can you become more? Also, the AC just turned on, so sorry if I sound muffled. How can you become more receptive to the things that you're asking for? I'm gonna pull from my deck again and see what comes through. How can you be more receptive? What's going on for whoever's in front of me? Whoever's tuned into this, how can you be more receptive? Enhanced awareness. Like I said, like tuning into our awareness, recognizing what is and what is not good for you. You know, I'm hearing the word shortcoming, so there's something about recognizing your own shortcomings and like working with them rather than like trying to push them down, aka shadow work. Recognizing the things that you'd rather hide and like dealing with them, working with them, questioning them, holding them with compassion, etc., etc. Welcome to those joining. Hello. We're doing a collective check-in if you want to tune in. If not, whatever. But if you are appreciating this, I hope you are appreciating. Wait, what? Sorry, somebody's commenting something, and I'm trying to stay focused like that. But yeah, I hope that this is helpful to whoever's tuned in. Next question. Who is wanting to come towards you this week or recently? I don't know if I really want to answer that question. I don't really care for that. I'm going to pull from the tarot. If you've been waiting for the tarot, I'm going to pull from the tarot and see what comes out. The next question is actually, what are you not seeing clearly? Oh shit. We have the Queen of Pentacles, nurture. Sorry for my language, I don't like swearing. Success, Six of Wands. What are you not seeing clearly? Also, I guess I did ask who's coming towards you. There could be a Queen of Pentacles sort of energy, earth sign, doesn't have to be earth sign. There's somebody who's very grounded, somebody who might be really good with money. Also, the King of Wands is here, leadership. Who is wanting to come towards you recently? I was gonna skip past that question, but yeah, there could be somebody who's coming to you for support, coming to you for help, coming to you for a handout or something like that. Like that's an energy with the five of Pentacles, like somebody who is down on their luck, and they're looking to you to kind of like help them. That's not gonna resonate for everybody, but that's something. Okay, moving on. What are you not seeing clearly? Whoever's tuned in, this is resonating for, what are you not seeing clearly? Two of Cups, Union, Five of Swords, defeat. What are you not seeing clearly? The one of the first cards that came out in this was balance. And for some of you, I don't want to show this because there's nudity on here, but for some of you, I feel like you're not really seeing just how balanced you are. You're not really seeing just how balanced you are. Like, I feel like things are feeling chaotic to you. I feel like things are feeling a little bit off kilter for you, but you're not seeing that you're still practicing balance, you're still showing up in love, you're still doing what you need to be doing. We also have the star card here, and you're also like holding faith, you know what I mean? You're doing the things that your spirit is wanting you to do, and that's beautiful. Once again, everything may not be exactly how you envisioned, everything may not be exactly how you thought it would be, but like you're still doing the gosh darn thing, and that's a beautiful thing. For some of you, the Two of Cups could represent a relationship, like things you're not seeing clearly. There could be a relationship that's developing. Oh shit. King of Swords, yeah, the Lovers. A lot of Gemini energy coming through now. A lot of air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, that's a thing. Coming into union with self for some of you. For others of you, it's another person, but coming into union with ourselves, you know, being your own best friend, if you will. Yes, and by Ariana Grande is playing in my head now. Be your own best, I can't think of the melody, but be your own best friend. Anyways. What you're not seeing clearly. For some of you, there could be a person in your life, somebody that you really trust, who might not have the best guidance, who might not have the best insight for you. Like there could be somebody who's wanting to be an authority over your life, wanting to be important to you, and I would definitely trust your own intuition over this person. Trust your intuition over anybody, but like, you know, especially whoever this person is, this King of Swords, King of Wands sort of energy. Like it could be like a manager, it could be like a mentor or something, and you already kind of have that, like that feeling of like, something's off here. You know what I mean? And you might be wanting to believe that it's like something else, but like you know, your spirit knows what's going on, your intuition knows what's going on. It might not have all the details, but you know that something's wrong here, so trust that. What can you expect? We're gonna get into predictive energy. What can you expect over the next 7 days? We have the Chariot card, 8 of Cups. Definitely travel, definitely moving onward towards something or away from something. Either moving towards something or away from something, however it resonates, but there's an energy of moving forward from something. Yeah, exploration, Princess of Wands. Oh, the Lover's card. What can you expect? Blessings, that's what I'm hearing. Oh shit. Old story, new choice. For some of you, once again, Mercury is in retrograde for the next few days. So there's an energy of being reintroduced to like a pattern, to a story, to something, and getting the opportunity to make a new choice. You know, maybe, I'm really heavily getting the job energy again. Like maybe there's a really toxic job that you're at, and it's kind of the energy of somebody getting nudged, getting pulled, feeling called to like walk away from something. And in the past, you might have just ignored that feeling, let it pass, you know what I mean? But now I feel like you're about to like take action, or you have taken action, however it resonates. You're taking action on that feeling instead of just ignoring it. And I do see that working out for you. I do see that. Yeah. And this doesn't have to be a future energy. This could also just be like wherever you are right now. You could have already done it. You could have already walked away, however it resonates. But yeah, that's an energy that comes through. Okay. Yeah, what can you expect? Good things, generosity. Oh wow, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, generosity. Some of you could stand to get a little bit more rest throughout your days, but like, what can you expect? The rhyme, expect rest. What can you expect over the next 7 days? A lot of unexpected opportunities, a lot of generosity, a lot of, yeah. And for some of you, there could be a little bit of, or a lot of, anxiety around these new opportunities. So that's also something to expect and to prepare for, I guess. Remember to breathe when you get that way, because, and once again, like I said before, like I feel like some of you are really learning how to tell the difference between fear that is based in like, this is not good for me, and fear that is based in like, I'm just worried about the future. You know what I mean? Those are two different feelings, two different sensations. And, you know, meditating on that would definitely be good. If you are doing that, awesome. You're in the right direction. Because fear is really strong. And when you're not sure of why it's happening, we can sometimes make the not best decisions. You know, like, for example, if you're about to like, if you're getting a job opportunity and you're afraid, you're feeling fear, and you're not sure why you're feeling it, and you choose to go forward with it, and then it turns out to be the worst thing of your life. That fear could have been, just an idea, could have been because like you already knew that that wasn't good for you. Alternatively, you step into the job and it's challenging, but it's okay. You know, you just uncertainty, you know? But I feel like somebody's figured that out, so good on you. What else? Okay, final question, and then we're gonna close this out. If you're enjoying this, if you appreciate this, you should definitely check out the link and everything in the bio, or the description, whatever, down below. Make sure to engage with the video, make sure to give me a like, tell me what you think if you want to, whatever. What should you be preparing for over the next 7 days? What should you brace yourself for? We have, oh, once again, 6 of Pentacles, generosity. Prepare yourself for major financial change. We have the Death card and the 2 of Pentacles. Oh wow, some of you, yeah, you've been planting seeds, you've been doing the gosh darn thing, and you should expect to see the harvest of your, you know what I mean? I don't know how to say that. I'm not a farmer, but the fruits of your labor, I don't know. There's also a thing of like, I don't like talking like this, I don't like getting into this energy, but there's a thing of like, your enemies, whoever's working against you, preparing to like, how do I say this? How do I say this? Because whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you have a really big heart, you have a lot of empathy, and I feel like there are people who might not have your best interest at heart, and you might witness them going through a really hard time and like, you know, preparing yourself mentally for that, or like whatever. Because you might recognize on some level that they kind of deserve it, but like, you know, you're still just like, oh, frick, I wish I didn't have to witness that, you know? No, for you, I definitely see some positive changes, a lot of positive changes in your finances, in your money, in your abundance, and needing to prepare yourself for that. Like, you know, maybe mapping out what you want to do with this newfound money, with this new success, whatever. Prioritizing rest, like I said before, make sure that you're getting rest. Even if that rest is just laying, like not doing anything, you know? Because you're moving on up. Jefferson's, is that Jefferson's? I don't know. Moving on up, something like that. Anyways, but yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. If it was, once again, make sure to engage with the video. Make sure to comment down below if you want to. Check out the link in the description. And yeah, also remember, miracles happen all the time. Whatever you're going through is temporary, because everything is freaking temporary, okay? And you are are so loved.